Hello again, you beautiful people of the internet, and welcome to another random reviews video. For today's episode, I'm going to talk about shotgun shell carriers. And this is the last video that I think I'm going to make about that topic. Well, because this is the last set of products that I have related to that topic. Until I find something else that catches my eye, and if I ever buy it, then I'll probably bring the topic back. But before we begin, as usual, let me show you the collectible for today's episode. Keep hitting the mic because it's in the way. This is my vintage Boba Fett Star Wars figure. Let me see if I can lift the camera a little bit more so that I can stand the thing. Okay. Adjust it again later. So, vintage Boba Fett Star Wars figure. This thing was made in 1977, I believe, if memory serves me well. And I can't, oh yes, in the behind the leg, there's a place where you can see the date. And I can't find it because I'm blind as a bat. Oh, it's in the back behind the backpack. Yeah, I'm not gonna take the backpack off. So yeah, it's a 1977 figure, and the way I acquired this is that I purchased just the figure. It didn't have the backpack, it didn't have the rocket, it didn't have blaster or the braids or the cape, which is a poncho. Actually, in real life, is a poncho. It's not a cape. You're supposed to be able to put that around your body, but they made it into a cape. And in the real character, he hangs from the left shoulder and he falls all the way towards the back. The way that they made these things is that they just made like a little cape and you hang it on both arms. So it's not movie accurate, if you will. But this is a very old toy, so I'm not gonna criticize it that much. The problem that this figure has, if you ever get one, is that the hands, they come off, you know, in time. I think it's a problem with fabrication. So what I did is I added some E6000 glue so that they're static in one position, because this thing, I'm not gonna play with it, even though I do play with it when nobody's watching. I play with it, so don't believe me. But they're not gonna fall again, or they're not gonna move. They're not gonna keep moving. I'm gonna show you something real quick, and this is something that I have for another video, but I'm gonna show you real quick. So I'm gonna do a video on working gloves, and if you can see, I hope you can see it. Let me see. Hold on, give me a second. Almost. You see the design on the hands? It has like two patches. So in the original version of when they were making the character back in the day, they did something. So while designing the character, kind of like they started to throw things together. The original version of this was a white armor, white, everything, kind of like the stormtroopers, and they were intended to be the stormtroopers, according to what I know, or what I think I know. But they decided against it, and they gave it color, and they turned him into one character, which is Boba Fett. So what they used for this is military insignias, and these are the insignias that they use. I originally got this patches because I was trying to make this version of the costume that I have, and when I was learning about all the lore and everything else, I actually went and got these with the help of my sister, because as I mentioned before, she's ex-military. Back in the day, we had access to a military base, and we went and got a set. And I just kept them and I just added them to this working gloves because why not? And I'm not gonna talk about the gloves, but I'm gonna talk about gloves in my next video. Working gloves, gotta have them. So this is one of my prized possessions, and not to go too deep into the toy because I'm not reviewing toys. I put it together by buying everything separately, because if you want to get a vintage one, or at least one that has all the parts, it's gonna cost you a pretty penny. So it's easier and less expensive to buy, things separately. So I bought the action figure first, then I got the second thing I bought was the jetpack. It was broken on the bottom. One of these things broke, so I kind of like makeshift built one and glue it there. This is for my enjoyment, so I don't care if the colors don't match, and probably in the future I'll try to match the colors now that I have the know-how. I made the missile. I looked at a picture of it and I made it with an old lightsaber from a 12-inch action figure. You can see the color of the lightsaber there, and I think this is a pen cap and some other plastic pieces just to give it the general look of the thing. If you look through this little hole over here, you can see through the visor, and you see like a chevron thing, or kind of like, X marks the spot. And I think that's it on this figure. I really like it. It's really old, and this is one of my favorite, or my favorite character actually, is Boba Fett, even though it doesn't do a lot. The backstory of the character for me is really cool. And yeah, that's it. Vintage Boba Fett 1977 action figure, 12 inches. And now to the topic of the video. So like I said, this is the third part, and probably the last part of this set of videos. Let me adjust the camera again. I hope nobody minds that randomness. This is not a professional studio, so I'm just kind of like do everything by hand. And there's another option, going back to the topic again for the fourth time, for you to carry more shotgun shells on you if you want to. This one is not that conventional, and it's probably kind of stupid, maybe. I used to do that when I played airsoft, because I do own a shotgun for airsoft, and that's a convenient way for you to carry your shells. So I got this thing. This is a bandolier that goes in your arm. So the way it works, I'm gonna do that real quick before I continue to talk about it. So you stick your hand through there. It can be your right hand, it can be a left hand, depending if you're a righty or a lefty. And you can like push it all the way up, kind of like almost to where your elbow starts, and then you secure it in place like so. Doesn't have to be really tight, but just secure enough. I did it off camera because of comfortability is a word. So you kind of like do this like so. So you just secure it there, and there you go. You have it in your arm. And when you're holding the shotgun, it doesn't bother you to aim with it. Let me twist the monitor a little bit more. So it kind of like rests like this in your arm, and you can pull your shells out and just slap them in the shotgun, or do your topping off or reloading the full magazine tube. For my airsoft gaming years, it used to work fine. Since I had it, I just was bored one day and said, you know what, let me see if I can uh, make this work in real life. I honestly don't see myself ever wearing um, but it doesn't hurt. Still more shells. 2, 4, 6, 10 more shells on something that I can take with me. But that was not enough, so I did something else to it. The way they come is that they come with these loops sewed into the material, so they're like Velcro, and it comes with a set amount. So what I did is I left the 4 on the front, and I removed the one that it comes with. I added this piece of Velcro over here, throw it in, and I bought me a couple of these things, which is something that you can acquire too. This is a separate kind of a shotgun shell carrier. Usually people like to glue the Velcro to the side of the shotgun, like a piece of Velcro glue with like good strong glue. And then you slam that on the side of the shotgun like this. And when you run out, just peel it off and you have another one accessible to you, so you can like replace it and slap that other one. So that's a way for you to carry multiple multiple loads of shotgun shells, organized and ready to be used. But what I did is I added that concept to this. So to that, I also added the loop with paracord, because it's easier for me to pull on this and peel it off than what it will be if I just pull the little tab that it comes with. I love this little loops of Velcro. You're gonna see Velcro, no, paracord. You're gonna see it in probably several things that I have. If it comes for me to, if I ever make a video about it. This is gonna be a really short one, because it's not like a lot that I have to say about something like this. It's just another option that is available if you think it works. I honestly have never seen anybody wearing this at any range, because it's kind of like silly. But I also see has some practicality. Maybe in movies you will see it, but I figure that if people wear this big bandoliers across their chests, and I've seen those, or you wear this huge long belts full of shotgun shells, and I've seen those. I've seen people using those in specific scenarios. Then this is not that crazy when you look at it from that spectrum. Something that you could probably use. The shells are going to be accessible in your arm. If you're right-handed, you just pull them. If you're left-handed, you just pull them. Same thing. And it's not uncomfortable. The only downside, or the only problem that I can see with it is that with this, maybe the shells may fall because this is not that tight. And I was not gonna try to tighten it. You could sew it more on the sides so that the Velcro is tighter, but Velcro tends to expand in time with use, or just by sitting there with these things inside, it's gonna be loose at some point. So that's why I decided to get these, because if they ever get too loose, I'll just throw them away and buy new ones, because these things are not expensive. You can buy them in pairs. I have these two, and I have another one that is Desert Tan color attached to something else. And that just sits there because it's part of a setup that I have. So I guess that's it. This is the last video I think I'm gonna make regarding shotgun shell carrier options, until I find something else that I like and I decide to come and show it to you guys. So as always, please like, share, and subscribe if you find these videos at least a little bit interesting. And to help me grow, drop a comment if you have any questions about any of the things that I bring in, which I don't know if you ever will. And with nothing left to say, hoping that you guys are doing awesome today. God bless you all. Random Reviews, signing out.